Hello and welcome back. As always, my name is Lazer, and today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about Samuro, the upcoming Heroes of the Storm melee assassin. He was just announced on Facebook, Twitter, etc. by Samwise Dieter. Now, if you're not familiar with Samuro, he comes from the Warcraft universe. He is present in Warcraft 3. Specifically, there is a bonus campaign there called, I think, The Founding of Durotar, where you guys get to meet Chen, you get to meet Rokon, Rexxar, all sorts of iconic Warcraft characters. We know his abilities, we also know his talents. We don't yet have the full details, but this is what we got. So, let's jump into abilities. First off, his trait, you should know it's called Advancing Strikes. Okay, I forgot to kind of put it in there. Advancing Strikes, basic attacks against enemy heroes increase your movement speed by 25% for 2 seconds, meaning you're gonna be able to stick pretty nicely to a target. It's gonna remain to be seen, you know, how well you're gonna be able to stick to a target which has slow roots and something like that. I'm thinking of a Jaina. How well can I stick on a Jaina and how well can I burst her down? But anyway, the point of the trait is to stick to your targets. His Q ability is Mirror Image. Create 2 mirror images that deal 30% of your damage and have 50% of your current health. So if you're like on 40% health, you pop this one, they're gonna have 20% of your health. Images last up to 18 seconds and only 2 can be active at any one time. You see, we don't have the mana cost if he has mana, and we also don't have the cooldowns. Like I said, not complete information just yet. Critical Strike is the W ability. Your next basic attack within 10 seconds will be a critical strike, dealing 50% increased damage. This also applies to images and does not break Windwalk. It also has a passive component to it. You and your images deal a critical strike on every 4th basic attack. So it doesn't say consecutive on the same target. I'm guessing I'm gonna be able to stack this one up, hit a minion 3 times or a wall or whatever, and save the 4th basic attack eventually for an enemy heroes. And I also have a 10-second gap for the crit over here. Pretty nice. His ability is Windwalk. Enter stealth for up to 8 seconds or until you attack, use an ability or take damage. While stealthed, your movement speed is increased by 25% and you can pass through other units. Damage taken within the 1st second will not break Windwalk. So you're going to be able to use this one to go in for the kill, set up an ambush, glorious escape, awesome ability. And you see his entire kit, including one of his heroics, mimics practically perfectly almost the abilities he has in Warcraft 3. So it's pretty much a mirror of the Blade Master, which is a good or a bad thing depending if you like the Blade Master or not. First heroic ability, Bladestorm. Become an unstoppable whirlwind of death, dealing damage per second to nearby enemies for 4 seconds. Now this number right here, 285 damage per second, I'm guessing it's taken at level 10. If so, it's not that bad. Okay, 285 per second for 4 seconds, and you're also unstoppable for the duration. Second heroic ability, Illusion Master. Switch places with the target mirror image. Up to 2 you can have, so you're gonna be able to switch places with any one of them. Mad Jukes, maybe, yeah. It also has a passive component. You can control mirror images separately or as a group, and they deal an additional 15% of your damage. Normally they deal 30%. Now with this one, they're gonna be dealing 45% of your damage. And I'm guessing the control scheme for this one is gonna be kind of like Lost Vikings. That's what I'm thinking. It's gonna be looking like you can control them separately or as a group. Pretty nice. You get control over your illusion. So if you're a micro master, there you go. Have at it. Let's move on to talents. Level 1. First option, Way of the Blade. The talent for our W ability, Critical Strike, now happens every 3rd basic attack and deals an additional 25% of your basic attack damage. Normally it will deal 50. With this, it will be pumped up to 75. Also very important, I think the more important part is that it's on the 3rd basic attack, not on the 4th. Next option, Way of Illusion. It's a quest talent. Every time one of your images critically strikes a hero, gain 0.5 attack damage up to 20. So you gotta hit 40 heroes. Reward, after hitting 40 heroes, gain an additional 20 attack damage. It's a pretty simple quest talent. I like the fact that you don't lose anything on death, and it's also one of those quest talents that provide a benefit while you're actually on the quest. So it's not useless until you finish the quest. Next option, Way of the Wind. Nice one. They got Way of the Blade, Way of Illusion, and Way of the Wind at level 1. Another quest talent. Attacking a hero from Windwalk increases the movement speed bonus of Windwalk by 1.25% up to 25% maximum. Normally Windwalk would give you 25, while this is complete is gonna give you 50%. That's a big movement speed increase. What else? Reward. After hitting 20 heroes, the duration before Windwalk can be broken by damage is increased to 2.5 seconds. Normally it would be 1 second, so this is a 150%. That's a big deal for escapes. That's definitely a big deal when trying to escape a pretty bad situation. It's a talent at level 1. It remains to be seen how hard is to complete this quest, but by the look of it, shouldn't be that hard, should it? I mean, you're a melee assassin after all. This is what you do. Level 4, Deflection. While advancing strikes is active, you take 25% reduced damage from hero basic attacks. So if you're fighting another melee assassin or basic attack heroes such as Rainer, for example, this is gonna come in handy. Again, advancing strikes is his trait. When he strikes an enemy hero, 25% increased movement speed for 2 seconds. And I'm also gonna check that just to make sure I don't talk nonsense. Basic attack heroes increase your movement speed. Yeah, I was right. Obviously, I was right. All right, let's move on now. Mirage, talent for our Q ability, next option at level 4. Mirror Image grants you and your images 2 charges of spell block, reducing the damage of the next enemy ability against you by 50%, can hold up to 2 charges. Yeah, pretty clear cut and to the point. This is versus mages, okay? Mirage is versus mages, and Deflection is versus basic attack heroes. Okay, defensive options at level 4. One with the Wind, talent for ability. While stealthed by Windwalk, you take 60% reduced damage from all sources. Oh wow, nice, 60% from everything at level 4. Very, very potent, and we can couple the One with the Wind with Way of the Wind. And we're also gonna get that 2.5 second break time until Windwalk can be broken. This seems pretty nicely. You see, Samuro doesn't really have any sustain talents, any healing talents, so I'm guessing damage mitigation is gonna be important for him. Let's move on to level 7. Crushing Blows. Critical Strikes now has 2 charges, and Critical Strikes deal an additional 25% of your basic attack damage. The default number being 50%, with this one we pump up to 75 if we didn't take up any other basic attack damage increases or critical strike damage increases for Samuro. And the picture is pretty clear by now. He's a melee assassin, okay? He is, in the true sense of the word, an assassin. He gets close to a target, he escapes, he's elusive, and he relies on basic attack damage. For example, Alarak is more of a hybrid. He's mostly a ability damage melee assassin, okay? While Samuro, from what I see here, is all about the basic attacks. Alright, what else we got? Burning Blade, talent also for our W ability. Critical Strikes unleash a burst of flame, dealing an additional 65% of your basic attack damage to the target and nearby enemies. So I'm guessing this one is gonna be a frontal cone-like ability, a frontal cone-like explosion. I don't know if it will deal ability damage or not. Theoretically, it should, but yeah, it might be physical damage. I'm not sure. Phantom Pain, talent again for our W, all talents for our W at level 7. Critical Strikes deal an additional 40% of your basic attack damage for each image you have active. So we can have maximum of 2 images, that's going to be 80%, with the standard additional 40% of your basic attack damage for each. Okay. Critical Strike, so it's going to be 80 plus 50, the basic amount, okay, the default amount is going to be up to 130. I hope I didn't mess up that calculation. Okay, nice. I would like to see talents for other abilities here. Okay, all of them are for critical strikes at level 7. Level 13, Mirrored Steel, talent for our Q ability. Basic attacks against heroes reduce the cooldown of mirror image by 1 second, so per basic attack. We didn't have any basic attack speed increases up until this point, okay, so we can synergize as well, it well with Mirrored Steel. I can't really judge this talent simply because I don't know the cooldown. What is the cooldown on mirror image? You know, this might be a big deal or it might be irrelevant. Next talent at 13, Kawarimi. Kawarimi. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm not even gonna try anymore. Windwalk creates an image at your location that will continue whatever you are doing. This can't possibly be the final wording on this one. That will continue whatever you were doing. But this one, this is the kind of talent I like. I love this freaking talent. This spells jukes, tricks, the works on it. Reminds me a little bit of Wukong from League of Legends. These are the kind of talents I want to see on heroes. okay, that affect gameplay, that give the player with the superior gameplay, the superior experience, the edge, okay? No more percentage based damage increases, lower cooldown, and bigger range. Those are lame, in my book at least. This looks fucking awesome, and I'm sure a skillful player is gonna make very good use out of this talent. Final option at level 13. Oh god, another weird name. Shukuki. Yeah, I think that's right, Shukuki. Yeah. Windwalk teleports Samuro a short distance in the direction he's currently facing. Okay, so we're gonna have to be careful how we're facing. You know what, with Alarak, like you alt W yourself to dash in a direction, you also gotta be careful what direction you're currently facing. It's gonna be the same way for Samuro. It's talent for his E ability, so this will further facilitate takedowns, okay, chasing down a target, taking it down, or a neat escape. I wonder if we can, how big is the range on this one? Can I jump over a wall and even increase my survivability like that? Well, anyway, up until this point at least, he's got survivability and tricks and everything written all over him. I cannot freaking wait to play Samuro. He definitely looks like my kind of guy, if you know what I mean. Moving on to level 16, press the attack while advancing strikes is active. Basic attacks increase your attack speed by 50% up to 60%. So, this is our trait, right? Advancing strikes. Again, it gives us 25% increased movement speed for 2 seconds when we basic attack an enemy hero. So we're gonna be able, with this one, you're really gonna be able to stick to a target. Increases finally an attack speed increase for a basic attack hero like Samuro. This is a big deal. Okay, yeah, because you strike faster is not only about the damage, but you're gonna be able to refresh your trait a whole lot better. Okay, so sticking to a target should be a cakewalk with this one, as long as it doesn't have any CC, that is. Nice, I like this talent. Next, Harsh Winds, a talent for our ability. Attacking a hero from Windwalk causes them to take 30% increased damage from you and your images for 3 seconds. Nice one. So this is like a pumped up vulnerable, but only for you and your images at 16. Yeah, I guess it's okay. Merciless Strikes, talent for W ability. Basic attacks against slowed, rooted, or stunned targets are always critical strikes. So it's what? Executioner? I'm guessing Samuro's version of Executioner. Yeah, out of 16, I really like the press the attack talent. This really will allow you to, you know, chase down a target and get rid of it, theoretically at least. Harsh Winds, I don't know about Harsh Winds, to be honest. Again, it is a vulnerable, it is 30%, on a one-on-one is gonna matter a whole lot. Yeah, interesting, definitely interesting. Level 20, Dance of Death. Your images use Bladestorm when you do. I'm guessing this is the upgrade to Bladestorm. And it sounds really cool that your images will also Bladestorm with you, but keep in mind that if I pick up Bladestorm, I give up the other heroic ability, which gives me the control over the images. So this might be iffy. Where are my images? What are they doing? Where are they going? Stuff like that, okay? Multiple Bladestorms might not be effective, again, depending on the positioning of the clones and what is the actual area of Bladestorm. Like I said, we don't have all the details. We need more info. Free Blade Style, next option at level 20. Your images gain an additional 50% of your health. Notice how it doesn't say your current health, like earlier. And last up to 32 seconds. Normally they would last up to 18. And 50% of your health. So I'm guessing it's taken into account your maximum health, which is a big deal. Normally clones have 50% of your current health. Yeah. And I'm guessing this one is the upgrade to the second heroic ability, Illusion Master. This might be the way to go, I'm thinking, for Samuro. I'm thinking that really skillful players, macro kings and all whatnot, are gonna have a field day with Samuro's clones. We'll have to wait and see. Final option at, third option. Blaze Master's Pursuit. Advancing strikes grant an additional 15% bonus movement speed, so from 25 up to 40, and its duration is increased by 2 seconds, from 2 to 4. Nice one. If you are having trouble, so basically this gives me what? More movement speed, and for a longer duration I'm gonna have a bigger gap between having to attack, a basic attack, an enemy hero to keep up my advancing strikes up. This kind of mimics in a way Greymane's thing. You know, Greymane's thing, his W ability that you gotta keep up because a lot of talents revolve around it. So you gotta attack something with a basic attack or ability damage depending on what you picked up to keep it up, you know, to keep having that buff. This is kind of like that for Samuro. And final option at level 20, Windwalk's cooldown is reduced by 6 seconds. As long as I don't know what is the normal cooldown for Windwalk, I cannot judge this specific ability. But keep in mind that Windwalk will be your ambush tool, your trick tool, and also your escape tool. So this might be a big deal. Judging by other abilities in Heroes of the Storm which kind of have the same role, the same impact in a game, I'm guessing the cooldown of Windwalk is going to be either 18 or 24 seconds. But again, that's just an educated guess. Alright, that's about it for Samuro. I have some screenshots for you guys. Okay, I don't have a lot, but I do have some screenshots. Here's some artwork. Here's Samuro doing something here. I don't know what he's doing. You see, he's got his images up. He's also got these which are like grayed out and all whatnot. I think these are cloaked. I don't know, or maybe they're advancing. I don't know what that is. I really don't know. Alright, an AoE around us there. Don't know what that... Oh, this might be Bladestorm actually, the way it looks. And again, let's keep in mind that Samuro has 0 healing talent, so I don't know if he's gonna be the one to murk and all whatnot. Here, nothing really too special. We're gonna get probably gameplay footage pretty soon for Samuro, and I'm hoping he's gonna be coming to the PTR next week. Judging how Zarya was released, I'm guessing maybe next week. Again, just an educated guess, nothing for sure. And by the way, what you're seeing here are the new battlegrounds. Not really new battlegrounds. They're the battlegrounds for the upcoming Hero Brawl or Arena mode for Heroes of the Storm. And well, that's about it, guys. That's all I have for you at this time. Again, check out the Blizzard webpage if you're interested in seeing Samuro's classic skin, his master skin, and of course the launch skin. But that's gonna be it for me at this point. I'm gonna thank you guys for watching. Please like, favorite, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and please let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think about Samuro? Do you like his kit on paper, at least from what info we got so far? Do you think you'll play him? Do you think you'll love him, you'll hate him, etc.? One has to ask the question though, if you're gonna do a Blade Master, why aren't you doing Grom Hellscream? Maybe they want to do something really special with him. That might be it. Anyway, again, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.